Good morning, people. Let me tell you that I am so proud working with you by this way. It's a new way of working that we have had to learn. However, I'm sure that you have done it marvelous. So continue on this way. I wish you and your family are in good health. So, here we go. Reported speech statements. We were checking this topic 2 weeks before. However, we are going to have a short review just to be clear. Sometimes it's like gossip, some information that you got from another person. In reported speech, when the reporting verb say or tell is in the past, the tense of the verb in reported speech usually changes, going one tense back. So we are going to check how are you going to do this one. When you have a sentence in simple present, you are going to convert it or transform it into simple past. A sentence in present continuous to past continuous, present perfect, past simple, past perfect, will, good, can, could, may, might, must or have to, had to. Another thing that you are going to consider is that maybe in some sentences you are going to find some words that you need to change too. For example, check the next chart. For this, you are going to use that. For here, there. Today, that day. Yesterday, the day before. Tomorrow, the next day, the following day. Tonight, that night. The next week, the next month, the next year, the following week, the following month, the following year. Last week, last month, last year, the previous week, the previous month, the previous year. A week, a month, a year ago, a week, month, a week, year before. Okay, so far so good. Check the next part. You smell like fish. This is a direct speech. He said that I smell like fish. She's reporting to another person. And she's using past, simple past, because the action was completed before. Next example. I like Peter. She said she liked you. She's gossiping in past because the action was completed before. Okay, let's continue. I will call you tomorrow. He said that he would call me the next day. In this situation, you are modifying will and would. Tomorrow, the next day. Why? Because the action hasn't happened yet. Okay, let's continue with reported speech questions. In reported speech questions, we have to follow some rules. Number 1, we do not use the auxiliary verb do. Do you like art? She asked me if I like art. If you can notice, we don't use the auxiliary verb do. Second rule, there is no inversion of subject and verb in reported questions. Example, where is the exhibition? He asked me where the exhibition was. If you can notice, we are modifying the verb. In the first one we have is, the second was at the end. And the other thing is that we are using the verb ask. Reported questions are not real questions, so they do not need question marks. No question marks. Finally, when there is no question word like who, what, how, why, etc., we use it for whether. Are you listening? She asked me if I was listening. If you can notice, we are using if. Another word that you can use is whether. We have some examples to analyze. And remember that the verb that we use with this format is ask. Do you want some more cake? She asked him if he wanted more cake. Are you coming to the cinema with me? He asked if or whether she was going to the cinema with him. WH questions. Where did he go on holiday? She asked me where he had gone on holiday. How often do you play hockey? He asked me how often I played hockey. I leave you here some examples to analyze. Just remember the rules that we need to follow. When we use reported speech commands, it's because we need to give instructions or we need to give orders. For reported commands, we use to plus infinitive or the negative not to plus infinitive. If necessary, we change pronouns and other words in the same way as in reported statements. We use told to report stronger commands and ask for more polite requests. Here we have some examples. Stand up. She told them to stand up. Don't write on the table. They told him not to write on the table. Please write your name here. He asked me to write my name here. We are giving some instructions. I leave you here a chart to practice. Dear students, it is important to consider another material. For example, in your student's book, page number 98 and 106, you have this topic that I am explaining on this presentation, and this topic that you are going to work the next weeks. I am giving you some links that you are going to copy and paste in Google to down the activities that you need to complete. And there is a link to check a movie, the movie that you have on page number 105 in your student's book.
Reported speech. He said to me, told me, asked me. Direct speech, the actual words people say. He said, I'm Batman. We use speech marks. Reported speech, say the words that other people said. He said that he was Batman. No speech marks. Change the pronoun and the tense. Changing tenses. She said that she liked his style, but she didn't like his girlfriend. He said that he was looking for Batman, and he wasn't hiding anymore. He said that a spider had bitten him the day before, and that he hadn't seen it. He said that he had lost his t-shirt, but he hadn't lost his pants. He said that he would protect Gotham City, and that he wouldn't fail. Yes, no questions. She asked him if he drove a car. He asked them if they were enjoying the party. He asked Robin if he had brought the keys. He asked her if she had seen his t-shirt. She asked him if he would help her. WH questions. They asked her what she wanted. They asked her why she had come there. They asked her what she was doing. She asked them how many lives they had saved. He asked Batman how would they escape. Orders. She told them to take off their masks. He told her not to kill him. Reported speech.
Dear guys, I want to recognize that we are living difficult and indescribable moments. However, one day you are going to open your eyes and realize that this nightmare has passed and that we have learned new things and to value those things that sometimes we do not give importance. But above all, remember that you are not alone. Around you there are many people who love you. I send you a hug and I hope to see you soon.